Hello, dear wonderful friends. Welcome back here at La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations. I am making our supper tonight, so please come join with me as I'm going to show you very easy type of cooking. Here at my little kitchen, simply love to share our simple supper or simple food from day-to-day experience. Thus, it gives you the ideas on what to prepare for your family's next meal. So it is for fun, sharing, and learning. Okay, let's do the tango. What shall we make today or what shall we cook today? Okay, here in my old cooking kalaha, you can always use a bigger portion of your pot. Could it be a little bigger? But because this is a little bit deep in size, so I try to use this one. So this is my kawali. You can use the this kind of cooking pot perfectly, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so what are the things that we need to do, or what are the very basic ingredients that we have? Now, I am using our meat as our protein. So I'm using this chicken drumstick. So I wash it thoroughly into cold water, took out its slimy stuff, and then this is good. Okay, now for our vegetables, I have here baby bok choy or pechay and upo. So I quartered the upo, or this is what we called long squash. So I only use half of it. Okay. You can slice whatever desired slices you want of your choice. Now, these are the sibuyas, dahon or green onions or scallions that I slice half. So this will be garnished towards the end. Our spices are the following, very easy, and you can always access this at any supermarket, superstores, or at the palenque of your favorite choice. So we have here, I use 8 cloves of garlic. So I just slice it, like chop it big, and half of this red cooking onions, lots and lots of ginger, and one whole tomatoes. Our savoring enhancer are very, very easy. I will just combine a little bit here and there, but not too much. So fish sauce or patis, if you don't have this one, you can always use asin or just fine salt. Salt and pepper, the wonderful ingredients that to savor your dish. So I am going to say saute it with extra virgin olive oil. But if you don't have virgin olive oil, no need to worry. You can use canola or any cooking oil, coconut oil, uh, peanut oil, sunflower oil. What are the different oils? Lots of oil. Lots of different types of oil, but I cannot really remember some. Okay, now that's canola, but I'm not going to use that. I will be adding extra virgin olive oil. Now, for to add up your savory enhancer, what I'm doing is I will just combine fish sauce or patis and with table salt and black pepper. Okay, now to the point that you don't have other of these sources, and you have this available chicken broth or nor chicken cubes, simply you can always go again ahead. Okay, so I'm going to add approximately, let's say, 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now the oil, the color is dark because that's very organic, and you can use up to 2 tablespoons. It is up to you. Okay, so once it is preheated, then we will start sauteing our spices. Okay, there you go. Now, to some people, they're very particular in taking steps by steps in sauteing the spices. Now, I'm a little bit doing some shortcuts, so I will just add everything. Normally, I try to saute the ginger, then the onions and the garlic, and of course the tomatoes last. But as of this point, we'll do it all together wonderfully. So sauteing doesn't really take that long. So we will saute this until it's fragrant and all the spices are infused wonderfully. So maybe 1 minute. And by the way, I prepared boiling water so that it hasten our cooking process. So by the way, I am cooking chicken tinola. Tinola is a very typical dish in the Philippines. As Filipinos, we love it, especially during cold season. So it's winter here, very cold outside, lots and lots of snow today. But, I'm glad I can manage the coldness today. Okay. So anyways, let's keep warm and not to get sick if possible, because sometimes if it's too cold, our body needs warm soup. So that's why I am making this one. Okay, this soup. Okay, but I make sure I have the rice. So rice is there. It's ready. Okay, now for your vegetables, you can always substitute that with, let's say if you don't have upo or long squash, you can use sayote or chayote or green beans. You have always the option. Not necessarily that you will have this type of veggies all throughout your cooking. So we will just cook this until the savor of the spices will be combined with each other. Okay, so there you go, friends. So I'll be adding black pepper. If you don't have black pepper, you can always substitute that with red chili fingers or Thai chilies, the spicy ones. So remember, friends, adding salt and pepper depends upon your taste buds. I will be adding a little bit more. Okay, there you go. Okay, beautiful. So what I'm going to do next is to add my patis or fish sauce that you can always access this one in your neighboring Asian or Filipino stores. Okay, and a little bit of asin or salt. Okay, there you go. So what we will do is I will just cover that for 1 minute. Putting my lid on for 1 minute. Okay. Now, friends, if you have the access to lemongrass or tanglad, that is perfectly fine. The fresh one, just, tie the knot of the tanglad or lemongrass, have it bunch up, like tie it into bunch, and then try to punch or duk-duk, like try to, what? I ran out of word. Try to smush. Okay, at the edge of the one so that the oil essentials will come out. Okay, so try to pound. That's the right term. I'm looking, my friends. Okay, and so when you don't really have this bok choy pecha, you can use cabbage. You can also use malunggay and pepper leaves. That is what I love, the pepper leaves, especially sa tinulang talong at tinulang chicken, So what I'm going to do next is I am going to add my pinabukal nga tubig or boiling water. I have to turn this off. Voila. Okay, there you go. So adding boiling water, it depends upon how much quantity your chicken, how much the vegetables. There's no limit of the water. It depends if you belong to a big family, then and your chicken it's not enough, then you can just chop the chicken, cut it into halves. Okay, so I'll have to make sure I am going to mix this one first. Okay, mix it. And our chicken should be properly done. Now, friends, you have also the choice that you can cut your chicken drumsticks into half. Now, there's a lot of option if you have chicken breast. Well, chicken breast. I don't really recommend for tinola, but the special one. But you can use the chicken with bones, the chicken drumstick, chicken legs, uh, part of the chicken. But you know, when you have the chicken breast, I recommend that you will make it a special one. It's nice that when you make tinola, na meron po siyang konting bones. Na there's a little bone in it, so that you will have work to do. Nga in keto ninyo, you in keto you have to you know, do some work. Okay, now friends, I remember because I don't have fresh lemongrass. Normally I do have, but I ran out this time, so I decided I am going to add some lemongrass powder. So this is my lemongrass powder. I got this from Great Asian Store, my neighboring store, but sometimes I'm not so sure some other grocery store they do carry this one, but I'm just so fortunate that I got this from an Asian store. So I will just add this a little bit more lemongrass powder. So they processed this one. So probably they took lots of lemongrass and dry it and ground it or grind it. So there you go. So our chicken is not yet done. Trust me, it needs 3 more minutes. Okay, I will just cover that one. Now remember friends, chicken doesn't really have to be cooked so long. Okay, just perfectly fine for your chicken, not to be very mushy or overcooked. Okay, I will just try to taste test it. Okay, hold on. A lit. Oh yeah, this is good to go. It's perfect. So I will just cover this back with my lid on. So by the way, friends, for our fruits for supper tonight, I have here this persimmons, very sweet. It's the other term for this is kaki. So persimmon, I love this one. So this will serve as our dessert for tonight. Okay, wonderful friends. This is good to go. So let's try to check. Lots and lots of spices. Now friends, remember this is my very own way of doing this chicken tinola. Other people, they have their different ways of doing too. So no two individuals are compared with each other. No two individuals are the same. Okay, now, so let's add our upo, big slices of upo. So this upo will just be done, or the long squash will just be done maybe for 1 minute. Doesn't really take that long, so I will just cover it back, let it be cooked for 1 minute. Now, depending upon your flame as well. Let's check again. Okay, there you go, friends. So this is done for now. So it's about time I am going to add my greens. So our bok choy, pechay, and then lots and lots of dahon sa sibuyas or green onions. So when you mix it slowly. That's one of the many techniques in cooking, especially if you're going to add your greens. Mix it with love. Okay. Okay, time for me to turn off my flame. Voila, and wonderful friends. Thank you very much for watching La Arnia's Kitchen and Food Creations. Stay tuned for more cookings and bakings here. Till the next time, and God bless. Ingat po kayong lahat. Gutom na no, manihapon na ta. Okay, these are sweet and delicious slices of persimmons. Thank you again. Mga unata, gutom na biya. Night night. Great night, great evening, everyone. Till the next time.